Hey, welcome back to another One Piece discussion hosted by your one and only new World D government, here to bring you the latest news, discussions, and explanations from the beautiful world of One Piece. Today we're here to talk about the famous treasure known as the One Piece, the most important thing in the One Piece series as the name suggests. It is the single greatest treasure every pirate in the world is after, and there are rumors that it resides somewhere at the end of the Grand Line. Roger's crew was the only one to ever find this legendary treasure, and it's the basis for the whole One Piece series. It was the creation and mention of this treasure that spurred the world into the great age of pirates and almost inspired countless individuals to have their shot at the prize. But before we get into the video, make sure to magma blast that subscribe button to take Admiral Sakazuki's spot in our new world government. Hit the like button if you're excited and turn on post notifications so you can be the quickest one in our crew. Without further ado, let's jump right into speculating how much the One Piece treasure is exactly worth, and if it's worth all this trouble that these pirates are going through. Now, the basis and the slightest evidence that I had to create the video was the whole idea of the 100-year void and the poneglyphs that might give us help in finding out how much cash this thing is worth. But first of all, is it even a thing? Well, maybe. The One Piece treasure is defined to be just all of the loot Roger's crew gained aboard the Oro Jackson throughout their various pillages. A portion of the One Piece treasure belonged to Joy Boy, another mysterious figure in the One Piece series, who acquired this treasure sometime around the 100-year void. Now, in the manga and anime, it says that the One Piece treasure is unimaginable to comprehend, but let's try our best to piece together what this all means and perhaps come up with the berry value for this treasure. Now, as mentioned before, the treasure compiles of all of Gol D Roger's crew plus Joy Boy, another pirate. It is said to be in the last island of the Grand Line, Laugh Tale, where only Roger has gotten to so far. However, Roger was actually truly not the first one to get there, but Joy Boy himself. Joy Boy's treasure is said to be the start of the One Piece treasure collection, where later Roger comes and adds his own share to it. But a key fact will help us piece together this entire mystery. You see, Gol D Roger stated at one point that the world government wants absolutely no one to study the poneglyphs because they don't want anyone to reach the last island or Laugh Tale. Roger also said that he suspects the world government is hiding something in that very island. Simple enough, right? Well, it turns out it could be a bit more complicated than expected. If the world government wants to hide something from the view of the world, it could potentially be an initiator into starting perhaps a huge world war. However, the part that's important to us right now is the fact that the world government is linked to the One Piece treasure. This leads me to believe that the world government may know the greatness of the One Piece treasure and what's really on that island. Perhaps they have a few high-ranking or trusted members there already, patrolling any pirates from reaching there and finding out their mysteries. This could also have been part of the reason Roger was executed, because he reached Raftel and learned some of its secrets, aside from the fact that he's obviously a world-famous pirate. So if the world government knows how much the One Piece treasure is worth, or at least they themselves can speculate, it also means that they aren't interested in the treasure that much. If they had been affiliated with the One Piece, the world government would send out their own expeditions to look into matters. So obviously, whatever the WG is hiding in Laugh Tale is more important than an unimaginable treasure. This brings me to my next part in the speculation and theory. What if the One Piece was worth a few times of all of Roger's crew's bounties plus Joy Boy's bounty added up together? I think this makes perfect sense because the world government, at the exact time they set a bounty for Roger, his crew, and Joy Boy, must have known they had the sheer amount of berries to fund someone's capture like that. If so, were the world government planning to use Roger's very own treasure to fund the bounties of these few pirates that had learned the secret of what was in Raftel? This all falls in line perfectly with the secrecy and shady business of the WG, as not many things are known about them. It is also speculated that the Five Elders know something about the meaning behind Laugh Tale, which could aid to this theory even more. Now, I can't imagine anything that would be more important than the treasure of the One Piece, but it can be overlooked since the WG's primary objective is to stay in power of the world. The WG is at the head of the world and fear themselves getting overthrown by the sheer amount of pirates, making their rich lives end. But back to the matter at hand, finding an actual price for the One Piece. If we follow the same ideology, adding up Roger's crew's bounties totals up a massive total near the 100 billions. Obviously, this is also a speculation since Roger's total crew bounty is unknown, but considering they had famous pirates like Rayleigh, Shanks, and a bunch of other pirates mentioned in the series, around 100 billion berries fits the description. After this is Joyboy, who was probably in rule so long ago that his bounty was never stated. However, according to the series, Joyboy is set to reappear in the series even though he should technically be almost 1,000 years old. The meaning of this is unknown, however this might have something to do with the One Piece itself. Roger also said that he wishes he and Joyboy were around the same generation after learning the secrets of Raftel. This might suggest perhaps time travel, an anti-aging, or returning from the heavens aspect to One Piece, as immortality has long and often been considered a gem in any story. But I would speculate Joyboy's bounty to be double that of Roger's, and yes, I do believe he was a greater pirate than Roger. At the time when the Great Age of Pirates hadn't started and long before anyone was interested in becoming a pirate, Joyboy was able to travel many places including Fishman Island and knew some things about the poneglyphs which even Roger did not. So the total bounty of all of these people that have reached Laugh-Tale multiplied a few times should be what the One Piece is worth, or precisely around 1 trillion berries. It's not specified whether the One Piece is a singular item or a mound of pirate treasure, but either way the abilities of the One Piece will soon come into play. I hope you guys enjoyed this One Piece theory and speculation video. The true value of the One Piece might be as low as 1,000,000 berries or as high as priceless, or not real at all. I try my best to bring an actual value to wrap around our heads, and if you could buster call the subscribe button, you will join an Emperor's crew. Join us on another adventure later. It's World D Government out.